Hello everyone, I am in my shed. I'm finally to the point where the cough has receded. I do cough every now and then when I talk a little bit too much, so I'm not trying to make a really long video today, but it's so much better. I'm finally getting my energy back. I was sick. I would say me and my mother were sick in the beginning of February till a week or two into April, going back and forth. As you guys know, my mom was in the hospital. I missed on a great opportunity to do seedlings. I was coughing so hard and so frequently that I could barely get outside to water my garden, and I couldn't do my seedlings. So now we're in April. I was planning on starting my seedlings the end of March, beginning of April. Now today is like April 22nd, and I got to get started. So I have all of my seeds that I'm going to start, and I'm also going to try to transplant the elderberries and the pineapples. So here's one of the pineapples. I'm thinking it's time for me to put it into a small container because it's been a few months, and yeah, I'm gonna go for it. In the meantime, I have two other pineapples over here, pineapple tops, three, sorry, that I've dried. So I'm going to try to get those done. I threw out my coffee plants. They were dead. And I don't know if you can see my banana plants right there. They are doing quite well. I have the fan on because it's warm in here. I haven't taken the cover off the back of the air conditioner. Let me turn that fan back up. But yeah, so I'm trying to get things cleaned up, planted here in the shed because I'll be getting chicks pretty soon, and I need to make room for everything. So, but the banana plants seem to be doing well. The goji berry, my dwarf Meyer lemon is doing well in here. I believe I said on one of my past videos that I think I'm going to start just leaving things in seed, just transplanting them slowly and then eventually introducing them outside. But the banana plants, I'm going to wait for them to get bigger. The Meyer dwarf lemon, I'm going to put it outside, but I'm going to put it over here by the next to the shed. So that way when the weather gets colder, I can just hurry up, make sure it's okay, spray it down, and then bring it back in the shed. I had to text my landscaper. Another thing that's going on is that I have all these bushes and trees that are fruiting in containers because I was so sick. So let me explain to you. I took a week's vacation the first week of February, was sick that whole week with the flu. And I got this cough, and the cough didn't go away. I was trying to get it to go away for the rest of that month. It started to fizzle off. Then March 12th or 13th, flew out to Vegas on a conference for work. The cough was starting to go off, and somebody shedded COVID on me. I got COVID, came back home like March 17th, gave it to my mother. In the meantime, my mother was already not feeling well. What I didn't tell you is that her feet were already swelling, and we were trying to figure out what was going on. So I don't necessarily think it was the COVID that put her in the hospital, but adding COVID to her medical situation, of course, did not help. So when I got home, that Friday, I was sick. I was like, Mom, I felt chills. I was weak. I haven't felt like that sick in a long time. The next day I went to go, because my Volvo was actually in the shop for a recall, went to go pick it up. It didn't drive off right. I drove in a parking lot, and I was like, took it back, Ubered back home. And later on that day, my mother, she was making me turkey noodle soup. I said, Mom, you don't have to make me anything. You could just give me Campbell's soup. I really don't want anything. But she was like, no. And then she was sitting in the living room, and I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, I'm just waiting for the soup. And then finally around 5 o'clock, she was like, look at my feet. her feet were swollen like melons. And I was like, are you in pain? And my eyes were like, oh my God. And she was like, yeah, they're like burning. So I rushed her to urgent care. They admitted her there all day. And then the next day I went to go see her. And then next thing I know, that Monday, I'm doing a conference call with my employee. My mom wasn't answering her phone. They admitted her to ICU, and she was having a hard time breathing. What happened was, I guess they hadn't been taking enough fluid off of her and dialysis. Then she had got sick when I got sick. Then she got COVID, and her lungs were just full of, like, her body was full of fluid. So she was having a hard time breathing. Thank Jehovah and Jesus that she was able to come out of it. So finally, all this time, so I stayed home. I did 10 days at home the way I was supposed to, but still worked because I'm a manager, and and concerned about her at the same time. Then I got to pick her up from the hospital. She was doing 100% better, and then the cough just stayed. So I'm finally getting to a point where I can talk. So I'm not going to show me trying to transplant all this stuff because it takes a while, and I'm going to make the video be too long. But I'm going to go ahead and start, and then I'm going to show you the results when I'm done. So see you in an hour. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, so I was only able to transplant one of the pineapple plants into soil, kind of right there, as you can see, right there. So now this elderberry, I'm taking it out of the plastic and I'm transplanting it into soil. It won't fit under that grow light, but I have some grow lights hanging here, and I think I'm going to put them by the banana plant to make more room up here for other stuff. So yeah, also I wanted to show you, see, this is, I'm just now getting energy. I had what do you call them, sweet potato slips delivered, and they're like dry, so I just stuck them in water, you guys, and I'm gonna put them under these grow lights right here. As a matter of fact, hopefully I can save some of them and plant them, but I don't know. I might have to order more, and I don't know if I can order more because I ordered them months ago, and I just been going to work. But as you can see, here are the roots for one of the elderberries. I ordered 2 more. They didn't do good, unfortunately. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, and they're generally easy to root. And last year I put them out too quickly, and I put them in this jacked up container. So this year I'm not doing that. I'm putting them in one of these. It's time to put them in some soil, and that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna put them back under the grow lights. This year I'm not trying to lose a lot of stuff like I did last year, because stuff is expensive. And oh shoot, Brother Led said that he was putting stuff on sale because he's moving, and I don't miss this. Oh, you know what, I think he said he was going to do it this coming week, and it's payday week, and I heard a lot of people saying that in his chat. So Brother Led, can you wait to put them on sale till about Thursday, Friday, Thursday? And then I will be ordering some stuff from you. So anyway, like I was saying, my landscaper is going to come and plant my trees. A lot of them are fruiting, but I don't care if I lose the fruit. I need to let the roots spread out into the ground and get my trees. I have one persimmon tree that's showing leaves. My apricot tree, I had 2. One didn't do good, it died. But I have one out there, it has nice roots, and that's in a big container. So I might wait to transplant that one, and the fruit is a nice size. So I may be waiting to transplant that one. Okay, there it is. I have the elderberry in a container, and I really hope it survives. I'm gonna water it, and I'm gonna put it back over here. There's one elderberry plant. Yay. Okay, so I'm gonna keep on going, and then I'll come back to you and let you see what I've done. Bye. Okay, it is now going on 8 o'clock at night. Told you guys it was gonna take a minute. My grow lights turned off. They will turn back on at 6:45 in the morning. I just have to clean up a couple of things in here real quick, and then I am going back in the house. Sorry. Okay, so I am not done with all my seedlings, but move this out the way for a minute just so you can see. You see, I have 2 trays. I am not doing tray over tray over tray of seedlings this year because I have learned a lesson from the past 3 years that I don't have that much space in the garden, and I would just overload the garden. So I'm going to show you everything that I planted. These are Alaska nasturtiums. I planted 8, 2 in 4 cells. I planted honeydews, 4 cells, 1 seed in each cell. I planted hearts of gold cantaloupe this year, 4, 1 in each cell, 4 cells. I planted homemade pickling cucumbers. These are really old. These are Forest Morse, but I bet you they'll fertilize. 4 Muncher cucumbers. I still have some left. You can't even see the packaging anymore. I try to use up my seeds. I can't find my Sugar Baby watermelon, so I'll have to order some more. I thought I had some, but I need to look. But I planted 4 Crimson Sweet watermelons. 4 of those. I planted 4 Black Beauty eggplants, 4 in 2 cells, I believe. I planted, now the celery seeds are so small, I just took them and just sprinkled them. So I planted 2 cells of, it's called Utah Tall Celery. It's my first time trying to grow celery. My mother wants me to grow it. I grow the carrots, and now she wants me to grow celery. This is called Deline celery. Okay, and I'm growing 1, 2, 3, 5 varieties of tomatoes, but I didn't put a lot of seeds. In fact, I put 1 seed per cell. I put 2 cells of the Brandywine. Hopefully they'll germinate. I always grow Romas because I make tomato sauce, but I use all the tomatoes. 2 Romas. This one is called an Amish paste, which is also good for making sauce. This is my first time growing these. This was a free seed. I think I got through Gurney's or Baker's. Oh, it's for Baker's. And it's called Thorburns Terracotta. It's a beef steak. And the other one is a giant green because my cousin loves green tomatoes. So that's what I've planted so far. I still have to plant okra, winter squash, and corn. I'm going to wait for these to germinate. When I was cleaning out my shed over last year, end of last year, I threw away a lot of tops for seedling trays and things of that nature. So what I need to do is go online and order more seedling trays, throw these old ones away, get tops, and also order what did I say? I was just missing something. Okay, my mind's a blank because I'm tired, but I felt good today. I went out there and I watered. Oh, let me tell you what else happened. I had to drain my water barrel because I started seeing mosquitoes. So I went out and I just drained all the water, and then when it was done draining, I tipped it over and got every inch of water out of it. I kind of hate it to throw it away, but I cannot have mosquitoes. I can't have it for my neighbors. Also, I've been getting gophers on the side of the house where the succulents, they've been tearing out my succulents. So I had Terminex go and put things in the ground. And so he said he got them in the front yard and he's getting them on the side. I'm really trying to keep them from out here. And again, the landscaper is going to come. I already told him he needs to start planting my trees. Now, some of them have started fruiting. I don't know once he plants them if the fruit will still go, but the roots are probably seriously root bound, and I need to get those trees in the ground. So for now, that is about it. I think I got stuff everywhere. Well, it's a little bit okay. I was able to transplant one of the elderberry plants into soil. The other one, it's green, but the roots are not, there's no roots on it yet, so I'm gonna let it keep going. One of the pineapples got transplanted from the water into soil. I had 3 dry pineapple tops over there. One of them didn't make it. But the other 2 I have in containers. I watered my trees, my banana trees and everything. I have the sweet potato slips in water. They're under the grow light, but they are in water right now. And again, so far I only have 2 seedling trays. Usually every year I overplant everything, and I don't have the space. So I always use 2 garden beds for my tomatoes. So since I have 5, I'm trying to do 2 Romas and then this Amish paste, and have 3 beef steaks in the back. So I'm spreading them out wide so they can have enough room to grow. The past few years I've had like 4 or 5 plants in one bed. I'm not doing that this year, and so therefore I'm not planting that many tomato plants. If some of them don't come up, I'll go to the nursery and go buy me some tomato plants or whatever else I need. I think that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead, clean this up, go in the house, and then do a recall video, because I did see a recall come through my email. It feels so good to be recording and telling you what's going on in my garden, and I'm kind of quiet about it. I'll be getting the chicks pretty soon. I ordered buff Orpingtons and lavender Orpingtons because they're very docile, and they lay good eggs. So I'm getting the cage on for the chicken cage extended so they can have a little bit more room. So my friend's gonna come and do that. And I think I've told you everything. Oh, I have to plant potatoes. Oh my goodness. So I have strawberries and potatoes and asparagus and all kind of stuff I need to plant. I actually have 3 strawberry plants that are growing out there. I didn't get to go out and film anything because I came out late. I had insomnia last night, and I didn't wake up till about 7-8 o'clock, and then I knew Terminex was coming, so I just took my time. I took my time today, and but hopefully next weekend and maybe tomorrow I can get these sweet potato slips in the soil and maybe start cleaning out stuff. I'll see how I'll feel tomorrow because I need to run my mom around. But I am off next Friday, so hopefully next Friday I can definitely get up and start cleaning out stuff. That's why I want to make sure I start these seedlings today, because usually when I start my seedlings, they do not take very long to germinate. And then once they start germinating, I start taking care of them, and then I give them a little bit of fertilizer. Within 2 or 3 weeks, I can get them out there. But I also got to get those garden beds cleaned, and I got to get those trees in the ground. And also I have blueberry bushes that are probably root round, whatever. and golden raspberry. So I'm trying to get everything done. I sprayed the yard with the skunk and rodent repellent. I sprayed everything. So only thing I've been seeing is poops, and I think it's from a cat that comes across my camera at night. So I think that's it. I'm gonna finish up. It is now dark. I'm gonna go in the house, clean up, and I'm done for today. So in a few minutes, not a few minutes, hopefully within, I'm gonna post this video while I'm cleaning up, and then within an hour or two I'll have the recall video done and I'll be posting that. Okay, so as I always say, please find peace within yourself and please be peaceable with each other. I'm so happy to be in here. I love you all. Have a beautiful Saturday evening. And I'm looking for my chapstick because my lips look dry and I look ghetto. Bye. Have a good night.